Welcome back to Season 2 of the Detroit Lions franchise. Last year was a little bit rough. We almost made the playoffs, but we did lose to the Packers last game of the season. But we're going to hope to try to make the playoffs this year. That might be a little bit rough. Okay, let's see. I want it. Not. Okay. I think I'm going to set over 7 wins. Since last year we got about 8 wins and we barely missed the playoffs. So I think 7 wins is a reasonable choice. It's opening day this week and a fresh start for every team around the league, and you'll be facing the Jets. What is the key to victory? So, seeing as how we have gotten better on defense, and our defense has always been pretty good, I think defense is going to be what I'm going to go after because we're just a pretty good defense, and I want to see this defense skyrocket this year with the addition of Sauce Gardner and Tracy Walker even getting up to a superstar dev. That's going to make this team interesting. Our DB group is excellent. We still got Jamie Collins, who's the centerpiece of this defense at linebacker. And our defensive line just produced a lot. And I think we can stuff the run. I don't think the Jets really have that good of a running back. I might be wrong. Probably am, but I think we can stuff the run. And I think we can actually win this game if we just play our cards right and don't mess things up and just play smart. Don't be stupid. And we gotta allow less than 75 yards rushing. I think that's a pretty reasonable thing to do. Our defense is really good, so I hope to see that happen. Alright, so their starting quarterback is Zach Wilson. Obviously, in real life, things didn't really turn out. They traded for Aaron Rodgers, but in this, he actually looks like a little promising. Star Dev, 79 overall. He's only 23, so he's got a bright future ahead of him. Yeah, these stats don't look too bad. He's actually a pretty mobile quarterback with 83 speed, 88 excel. Yeah, if that was me, I'd probably do some read options. I would probably do that. That would be pretty fun. And yeah, that's a pretty interesting team. The running back is Nyheim Hines, 81 overall. Backup is Michael Carter. Yeah, they have a decent running back group, but not necessarily a top tier one. Nyheim Hines is good, don't get me wrong, but he's only 81 overall, so I think we could still stop him. The receiving group isn't that bad, actually. So I probably could have went either way and been fine, because I don't think Zach Wilson's going to get a lot of yards passing, because if history serves me correctly, then I believe he's just not going to do that good. And their starting tight end is actually hurt. Robert Tonyan is out. Now, I don't know what he's out with, but that means Chris Herndon is going to be starting. 71 overall. Now, let's take a look at their offensive line to see if they have any weaknesses. Mekhi Becton, he's young. They're going to have a good offensive line throughout this rebuild. And their left guard is not looking bad either. He just probably needs to develop a bit. Yeah, he's 23. They really don't have many old people at that position. This offensive line isn't looking that bad except for right guard. Right guard is probably going to be their problem as they have a rookie starting there. Oh yeah, and right tackle too. So we just need to target the right side of the offensive line, and this is what their defense is looking like. Cam Hackett is a rookie. He's 26. He's 66 overall. They could get a little bit of pressure on us. Oh, yep, definitely. Carl Lawson. Nate Irving was the guy we were actually going to draft once in this draft, or in this last year's draft. But I just chose not to for whatever reason, and I think I got the better choice. But yeah, Quinnen Williams, not 90 overall, but 89 overall superstar dev. Their team actually looks pretty good, besides for the main positions like quarterback, running back, receiver. Those positions aren't bad, but they're just not good. But yeah, their players They actually have a couple superstar players. CJ Mosley, he's 30 years old. You're probably going to have to look to get a player like for these positions, because seeing some of these 30-year-old guys, they probably won't be here much longer, like in the league. They'll probably retire soon, or they just will run out of the contract. And they drafted Trent McDuffie, and he's 74 overall, 21 years old. So, I mean, he's third string, so we might see him play a little bit. But they got J.C. Jackson. They actually got a really good... Actually, they got a pretty good starting corner. So, their safety group don't look that bad. Malik Hooker is a New York Jet. 82 overall. Their backups aren't bad either. Marcus May, 85 overall, but 29 years old. So it might be a little bit rough to pass on them. Now, welcome back to Ford Field, as we are going to be hosting first game of season number 2 here against the Jets. This new look Detroit Lions team is looking to actually get a win here to start off the season hot. As you can see, Jordan Love, last year we actually traded for him about halfway through the season, and he really didn't get to play until like a couple games at the season's end. But he actually looked pretty good. But can he repeat that success and look pretty good here? That's the question we're all wanting to know. Because he could be good with the right people. If he has the right playbook, he's going to be a great player. But will we see that version of him, or will we see an inconsistent quarterback who doesn't know the league that well? Anyways, here is Nyheim Hines, their starting running back. He is their best running back on their depth chart, overall wise. And I think we can stop him for less than 75 yards. Our defense can stop that. And if our offense plays good, especially since we all got the speed, I think we can win. Because John Ross, 96 speed, that's crazy. But anyways, here we go. Kickoff number 1 of the season. And here we go. And it is going to be the Jets returning the ball. And they're going to be getting to about the 22-yard line. And here come the New York Jets. I don't quite know how they did last season, but I don't think they did that good. And here's their starting quarterback, Zach Wilson. He is a semi-decent quarterback. I wouldn't say he's a top-tier quarterback, because we all know he's not. 79 overall makes you a average, maybe below-average quarterback. But, I mean, he's got time to develop. So, can he develop? And it looks like they're going to be in a run formation. And that's exactly not what they're going to do, as they're going to be looking to throw. But he's going to be sacked, and that's going to be Levi Onwuzurike. He actually had himself a pretty decent season last year, getting pressure on the quarterback all game long. And I think he could actually produce a lot of sacks this year. He could potentially be one of our better defensive linemen on this team. Of course, these defensive linemen are really freaking good. And that's going to be Jeff Okudah getting the pressure on the receiver, but he's not quite going to stop him. So, it's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Jets here after a sack and a complete pass. And they're going to look to run. That's Nyheim Hines going to be taken down for a short gain. Now, here comes our quarterback, who we recently acquired last year. He needs time to develop bad. I mean, he's 72 overall, so we could definitely improve with him. I'm going to try to build around him, but it all depends on his progress. Like, if he progresses, develops good, it all depends on him. If he does good, and if he doesn't, then we might just have to look for a new quarterback. But for now, he's our quarterback, and I don't think I'm going to go anywhere else at quarterback. So let's go try to score here on offense. Game is tied at 0. And that's going to be incomplete. Intended for Chris Olave, who we drafted in the first round with our second first-round pick. Somehow managing to fall to us, which I think they actually had us predicted to take him, which I am kind of thankful for. So here we go. This receiving core actually looks pretty good. And I'm going to chunk this one up. Can John Ross get it? And it's underthrown. John Ross had the man beat, but he could only watch the ball fall behind him. As that was actually almost nearly intercepted as well. So Jordan Love definitely needs to work on his throw power, because if he can heave that over the defense, that's a touchdown. No question about it. That would be great if we can have fast guys, strong quarterback. Well, we couldn't quite manage to get anything done on offense, so can our defense get a stomp here again? What? Whose guy was that? And it's his first career reception for a touchdown. Elijah Moore, touchdown. I hope this isn't a tail of the tape for this season. So after that mess, we're going to go try and score here. Now I think we might need to change some things up. But I can't help but pass. It only feels right. As that's going to be Chris Olave with the catch. Now I believe that is his first career reception. And it is for 19 yards. Now I think John Ross can actually go on a fade right here, because it looks like they're pressing up. So I think he's going to be able to beat his man. If the safety goes over, I didn't see him there. I found Demarcus Robinson, who we actually acquired this offseason in the free agency. I think he could be a pretty good piece at receiver. They're going to probably man up on him, because he is like 82 overall, I believe. I could be wrong, but I think we actually have a pretty good receiving core. Oh! Oh! What a catch! John Ross with the absolute crazy head tap for a touchdown reception. And after a defensive stop, we're going to be looking to try to get it again with John Ross. That's exactly why I signed him. And I think he's got his man beat. And a little overthrown, I think. He either overthrew that or John Ross just didn't get the right animation. But if he can focus on that arm strength and arm accuracy deep, that's going to be kind of scary. It's going to be scary when we get John Ross at his peak. If John Ross can play like he did back at Washington, then it's going to be pretty scary. Because he was a beast at Washington, to be honest. And I don't think he's ever lived up to that first round hype. I believe he was. I think he was a first round receiver in the draft. But I could be wrong once again. And he's going to get the catch. Chris Olave, proving to be a great route runner and actually making a bunch of really good catches. And they're going to challenge it. This is not a good sign. Or are they going to say he was in? Oh, that's in. That is in. 100%. He got technically 3 feet down. And they're going to give it to us. Chris Olave making the absolute good catch that we need. If only we had this guy last year. That's exactly why I want to get a bunch of good receivers. Demarcus Robinson, Chris Olave, and John Ross are proving to be a dynamic trio at receiver. Now, if John Ross can only develop a little bit, maybe get it better overall. I don't think that really matters because he's playing like an absolute stud right now. Speed kills at receiver. I wouldn't worry too much about height. I mean, Obviously, you want to be your receivers to be around like 5'10" ish, but you still want to have pretty fast receivers, according to me. That is. Touchdown, Brock Wright. Good to see him scoring. Let's go. You know, we're actually having a pretty good start to this game. Our defense has been showing out, but unfortunately we have allowed them into the red zone. Fumble! Fumble! Jeff Okuda, go, 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 go! He is gone! Fumble, recovery, touchdown. This defense has improved. We are showing to be a great defense. You just gotta love to see this. Detroit Lions are on top, 21-7. I'd say we have a good shot at making the playoffs and surpassing that 7-win season goal. Let's see how Malik Willis is doing. And they lost 32-35. So after losing Aaron Rodgers, they do end up drafting Malik Willis. And it looks like they're off to a rough start with him. And the Jaguars are decimating the Eagles, who recently had Colin Kaepernick last year. And, see how the Bears versus Vikings. All these games are shootouts. Oh my goodness. Crazy games. So not much has happened since we last scored. And the Jets are going to be going on a halfback screen. Another fumble. Another fumble. Amani Oruwariye with the fumble recovery. But how many fumbles are we going to force this year? Now, who is that? Tracy Walker. I think that was Tracy Walker with the forced fumble. Oh my. So we go back out on offense. Okay, no pass interference. And I think that was Chris Olave actually, not Demarcus Robinson. So here we go, back on offense once again. And the out route is actually open, and Chris Olave is actually showing out in his debut. Not bad from a rookie receiver. Now remember, I am still on all Madden difficulty with the custom sliders to make it the hardest I possibly can. And DeAndre Swift is just going to be running that one up the gut to get a first down. Now, we did score last in the first half. And we score again. This is unfair. And who might you say that's unfair for? The New York Jets. That's who it's unfair for. 27-7. I would love to see this from Jordan Love every game. Well, the Jets are going to be on offense. Now, can they score? Because if they don't score here, this is basically over. And they don't. That is going to be Trey Flowers with his first sack of the game and of the season. Now, I am expecting our defensive line to be getting a bunch of sacks. Not just one guy in particular, but everybody. Even our linebackers. I expect a bunch of our guys on defense to be playing really good. And it is 3rd and 18. Our defense is looking as good as it ever has. And I think we're getting a stop here, because I doubt they're going to complete anything past 18. And they're going to be throwing an incompletion. Great job, defense. You know what? At this point in the game, I think we just need to run the clock out. I think that's probably what's best for us, because I don't want to have any chance of comeback for the Jets. I would not like to see that at all. I know it would be probably funny to y'all, but would not be funny to me because that would show how bad I am at playing the game. And there is a flag on the field. Who could it possibly be? Ooh, roughing the passer. So, I thought it was probably going to be holding, but it's actually roughing the passer. And they're trying to hurt my freaking quarterback. Stop. You can tackle him, just... Actually, no, don't tackle him. Because I need to get the pass off. Go up, go up. They did not give me the animation. Well, 2nd and 10. No need to worry, because we're up by 21. I think I can get this slant over the middle. And he catches it. Is that going to be short? And it is. 3rd and inches. Now, all I need to do is run this up the gut, because I believe DeAndre Swift can get it. As long as our offensive line blocks. Oh, no. No, no. Please tell me you got it. Okay, good, good. I mean, for a second it looked like he was a little bit short, but I'm not going to argue with the results that the refs give us. And that is actually going to be the end of the 3rd quarter with the Detroit Lions on top 28-7. Now, we got 6 minutes left in the game. And I believe that we can possibly score more. Yeah, that's right. I can score more. If we don't do stupid things like that. So, I think the best option is to actually do read option. And if I need to, I will go back to the run game when that is necessary, but that is going to be knocked away from our receiver. And we're going to be trying to go back at it to see if we can get any scores. And that's incomplete. So, I think I did have a guy open, but too late now. As the Jets are back on offense, they need a score here, but they're going down again. That's going to be Trey Flowers with his 2nd sack of the game. And he's putting a little bit of stank on that one, as that is going to be his 2nd sack of the season. I believe they're going to produce a lot more sacks than just 2. We might even get some hidden dev, or I don't remember what they're called, breakouts. Yeah, we might even get some breakouts on the defensive line. Now, we did have one last season, but Ali McNeil could not do that because whatever reason, and that's going to be short. And they're going to gain about 2 yards. 3rd and 20. If they run it here, they're stupid. And they're not going to run it. And they're just going to throw it over the middle, and that's going to be short of the 1st down marker. And that's going to be 4th and 10. I want to see if they're going to punt it, and it does not look like they are. 4.5 minutes left. They're going to go ahead and go for it. They're down 31-7. Can we stop them here? As no, we cannot. They're going to pick up the 1st down, and that's Jeff Okuda with the tackle. And our guys are just celebrating because they know this game's basically over if they do not score here. And if they don't score here, then we can just run the clock out and play it smart. The Jets don't intend on giving up that easy. And that's going to be Elijah Moore with the catch over the middle for a gain of about 9. Okay, let's see what the Jets are going to do here. Looks like they're probably going to pass it. They got 2 men in the backfield. That's exactly what they're going to do. And they pass it to the check down man, and that's Michael Carter with a catch. But picking up a 1st down, I don't think that's going to do much checking down this late into the game. 3 minutes, 23 seconds. The time only goes down. It does not go up. And the Jets need to realize that if they're going to keep going to their check down men. And that's going to be a catch by number 84. Now, I don't know who that is. Probably Corey Davis, if I had to guess. Yes, Corey Davis. And We're going to see what they're going to do here. They're going to pass it. I should expect them to pass it. And they're going to go check down man again. Number 89 with the catch. They're not playing it that smart. 2.5 minutes left in this game. And they're down 24 points. And they need to score quick and efficiently. If they score here, they're going to need to get the onside kick and score a couple of touchdowns. Let's see, 24. That's going to be rough. They need 3 touchdowns and a field goal. And I don't quite see that happening. Let's just see what happens. I mean, they're driving down the field with 1:40 seconds left. And they are going to be... Oh! That's Sauce Gardner with his hit. Now, I don't think he's been torched this game. Another sack. And who is that? I can only expect it to be Trey Flowers. 3 sacks now. 3 sacks on Zach Wilson. The Jets' O-line has not been doing great. And it's actually from the left side of the field. And that's going to be intercepted. That's going to be Tracy Walker. Tracy Walker gets a pick. And that's basically going to seal this game. So the Detroit Lions end up getting a win in the first week of the season. John Ross had a terrific game. Actually, everybody had a terrific game, especially Trey Flowers. That is an excellent thing to hear. Our team get the win and people show out. Especially at positions that didn't play that good last game. Or last season. So, can we see this type of production throughout the entire season? I can only hope so. I mean, the Jets weren't the best team, but we did pretty good. Now, I can't really say Jordan Love had the best of games, but he had a pretty decent game. Let's compare the stats. 26 for 31, 265, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Jordan Love tripled. Tripled the amount of touchdowns thrown, as he is 12 for 26, 215 yards, and 3 touchdowns and 2 picks. Now, if only I can lower down the amount of picks he throws, then that's gonna be a good progress. Now, I'm not expecting a Super Bowl this season. I'm not expecting him to dominate the league. I'm not expecting him to get MVP or anything like that. Not even the best QB. I just want to see some good numbers from Jordan Love. I just want to see something showing flashes of being our franchise quarterback. But here is DeAndre Swift's stats. 5 rushes, 22 yards. Now, we did hold Nyheim Hines to less than 75 yards. That is progress from our defense. All I can say. Now, here's the receivers. We had a pretty good game. Elijah Moore going off. And there's that man right there. The acquisition we got this offseason, who's showing to be an instant success story for us. John Ross, 60 yards and a touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, also great. TJ Hawkinson, and then the man himself. Oh yeah, TJ Hawkinson even got a touchdown too. But the man himself, the rookie making his debut out of Ohio State. Ohio State, yeah. He had a pretty good game, by the way. And, yep, Brock Wright even got a touchdown. Our second string tight end. Yeah, he got a touchdown. But our defense showed out. We forced a lot of fumbles. Trey Flowers got 3 sacks. And if you can see, all of our guys got sacks. Our guys. 3 sacks. 2 sacks and 1 sack. All from our defensive linemen. Actually, 2 linebackers and a defensive lineman. Perfect. Actually, he's a right outside linebacker, so Trey Flowers got 3 sacks on the right side that we actually said would be pretty bad, and it honestly was. Their entire O-line was trash. But Tracy Walker getting a interception, I think it made him go down to star dev. I might need to fix that. Let me know if I should fix it, because it would definitely help. I was really impressed by our ability to stop the run this week. I think we felt the pressure to step up, and it led to great things. Now, Sauce, you are not wrong. Exactly. If we can sustain this kind of success for the entire year, this defense is going to be scary. You are not wrong. Not at all. So after that game, we actually got a person with a weekly award. Now, I could only wonder who it could be. Oh yeah, no question. I don't think there was any question on who our player was that won a weekly award. Trey Flowers definitely deserves it. 3 sacks from a right outside linebacker, actually. Perfect. Now, if only our offense can get booming, then I think we can really show out this season. Now, if you have made it this far, comment flower. Peace out. Have a good day.